What's happening, fellow Warhammer fans? It's me back at it again and ready to make at least one shitty lore video a week. Today we're talking about the Crypt Ghouls. As usual, I'll first do a synopsis and then get into their actual history. Crypt Ghouls are wretched, degenerated humans which were evolved from their godly forms by hundreds of years of inbreeding, human sacrifice, and pranked in a gash. This has resulted in their race having zero bitches, zero money, no intelligence, and definitely no bars. They're usually found cowering in graveyards, chewing on rotting corpses for food. That's all you need to know basically, but now I'll go more in depth with everything else. The history of the Crypt Ghouls begins with tribes in the Southland jungles, evil-hearted clowns who ate the flesh of their dead and sometimes living if they were feeling a bit frisky that ritual evening. They did it in bloody feasts. Eventually, this began to degenerate them mentally and physically, making the tribes both insane and able to feel dark magic. Being attracted to it, they began to migrate towards Nagashazar, settling down and continuing their degeneracy while not realizing they were actually degenerating. Not noticing due to their insanity, the tribes turned into the first Ghoulsters. The tribes dissolving into roving bands of cannibalistic flesh-eaters led by their brutish leaders, who keep order by breaking the spine of and then eating any rivals they may have. Over time, the ghouls began to migrate, spreading throughout the graveyards, abandoned battlefields, and, as their name, Crips of the Old World. Their population reached a peak in 2512 with a famine. Villagers started starving and suffering en masse, and this made black magic begin to mass around the areas of the empire affected by the famine. This attracted tens of thousands of Crypt Ghouls, which swarmed around the Empire in massive hordes, devouring everything in their path like they were cosplaying as ogres. They were only stopped when all the knightly orders in Stirland banded together and started slapping cheeks left, right, and center, driving back the disorganized hordes of ghouls back into their hidey holes. Ghouls spend most of their time either dying, looking for food, or trying to break into the gardens of Moor to eat the succulent bodies within. Of course, the raiding bands of ghouls that attack fully pimped warrior priests regularly are slaughtered, but A for effort, I guess. That's a 100 on the report card. A subspecies of crypt ghouls worth mentioning are the crypt horrors. 3 times as tall as a crypt ghoul and with a far more chiseled jawline, crypt horrors are the product of a usually very desperate vampire letting the crypt horror drink his blood. This juices the crypt horror beyond belief and usually ends with a unit capable of actually raiding a garden of Moor, with support from a gaggle of regular crypt ghouls, of course. And that's about it. In summary, Crypt Ghouls, the members of human society who have partaken in the devilish delights of human flesh. And the only downside? Insanity. Whoops. This video marks my return to YouTube content, so subscribe if you're a real one!
¡Somos grandes, viva Chile, mierda! De pronto se viene a comparsa llegar, de pronto se oye venir un grito de bulla y fervor popular, llega al aire corazón, como dice el bombo, chileno, chileno, chileno de corazón, salta en la barra y dale al tambor, de Chile va a ser campeón más fuerte, chileno, chileno, chileno de corazón, salta en la barra y dale al tambor, de Chile va a ser campeón. ¡Pon la mierda! ¡Asco de mierda! ¡La Chile sale! ¡Le hizo un conjuro! ¡Ah! ¡La Chile sale!